Hello friends, this is your Patriot John Adams making another video for Infinity Dollar Bill. Today we're going to be talking about what I think will happen to Bitcoin. We've recently had some government actions in the United States over Bitcoin. At least the Senate is having talks about what to do with Bitcoin. The way they put it in the USA today, it's Bitcoin is making its case in the Senate. Bitcoin doesn't really have to make its case, it's just out there. Whether someone makes its case for it or not, it's still going to be there. And I do think that they're going to try to make Bitcoin illegal, and this will likely, at least in the United States, they'll try to make it illegal. They will do this by saying that, they have tracked the records of people who have been using Bitcoin, and if they haven't paid their taxes, so now they need to go to jail. As long as they do a few of these people, it will pretty much shut down Bitcoin in the United States, at least to a lot of legal matters. But it's pretty much taken root in China, so it's going to be hard to, it's not going to be easy to get rid of Bitcoin. The only method which seems to make sense to be able to, or that Bitcoin would disappear, is if another digital currency that was better replaced Bitcoin. Which I do think that will also happen because, Bitcoin's the first of its kind. It's like when the first computer ever invented came out, it took up an entire room, and it was probably really slow. It just wasn't perfect, obviously it wasn't, so it had room to be improved upon. So you don't want to get too obsessed with Bitcoin. You'd be better off getting obsessed with just digital currency and the whole open source peer-to-peer thing. That seems to be where the real power of Bitcoin lies. So if they do try to stop Bitcoin, all the other digital currencies you can expect to suddenly pop up. Bitcoin might drop a little bit, but it still has China and Russia and people all over the world keeping it going. So the United States is definitely going to try to do some things to stop Bitcoin, or at least pretend to. It is possible that, our whole government is on the global side anyway, so they may kind of like Bitcoin, and them making all these talks about it could also spark the price up as well. So things are getting really crazy out here, but I certainly wouldn't have all your money invested into some garbage mutual funds or anything like that. Definitely not treasury bonds, because they're only paying 3% or less. And you probably should build some type of business. You need to be making lots of friends. Get yourself some silver, a moderate amount of Bitcoins and other digital currencies. I am planning to actually buy some Litecoins and possibly some Nova, Mega, or Terra coins. There's a lot more of these different things, I'm sure. You probably could make your own if you wanted to. So, what's going to happen to Bitcoin? I think it's going to be made illegal in the United States. This is going to cause possibly a price spike in Bitcoin itself, but definitely a price spike in other digital currencies as well as precious metals. So when this happens, that's about the time you're going to definitely want to have your hands on even more silver than you have now. We've been holding out strong. I hope you have been. So, don't sell your silver yet. If you do, you might want to buy some Litecoins or something, or Bitcoins right when it drops. Because, this thing seems to be popping right this minute. It's going, and I think digital currencies do have legitimate value, which, some people don't seem to think so. But the government's worried about it, so that's kind of a good sign, at least for the citizens and whatnot. Let me know what you guys think about digital currencies. Are y'all trying to get to your own currencies or digital currencies? You could just, you could try to get your Bitcoins and start using them, see what you can buy with them. You can get Subway sandwiches apparently. If you live in China, you can pay your rent. 70,000 stores online accept Bitcoin through Shopify. So Bitcoin is definitely popping, and it has roots out in the civilization, so it's not really going anywhere anytime soon. even if another better currency does come along, it's got to be efficient enough that, or like more efficient than Bitcoin enough that it's worth the change to go from Bitcoin to the other one. So that's also necessary. And since Bitcoin was just created, you would also expect like lots and lots of different advancements in the technology. But it's also a problem because since it's open source and peer-to-peer, doesn't that make it necessary for people to understand the source, you know? So if you start getting more and more complicated sources that are open but no one can really even understand them, then that doesn't really help, and someone possibly could just buy up a bunch of Bitcoins or whatever coin and take control. It is possible somehow, I'm sure. You know, what if they could just get all their dollars and buy up all the Bitcoins and drop the price and make it crazy volatile? Because as long as people are still constantly going in and out of Bitcoins to dollars, then they kind of give the dollar power. So you're going to want to try to, you know, figure out if you can sell your Bitcoins to people for silver when it gets to the top and whatnot, and then try to trade your silver back in for Bitcoins. Somebody probably should make a silver and gold or precious metal digital currency exchange that's likely to develop. So this is your Patriot, John Adams. Hope to see you guys soon. Check out the website $infinity Bill and $trilliondollarmedia.com. Y'all have a good evening.